students, today I'm going to present the at-home lab food test. So participants, Maria Angelica Castillo Lozano. First, let's talk about the introduction. In this experiment, we are testing presence of starch with iron solution in some foods that we eat. The iron solution will turn into black-blue color if there is presence of starch in a food. And if it is the opposite, then the iron solution will turn the food into a brown-orange color. A little reminder is that starch is a high-calorie food that when we digest this food, it will turn into a sugar for our body. Now, the predictions of this experiment. What I predict was that the carbohydrates foods will turn into a black-blue color if there is presence of starch. If there is not, then this will turn into an orange-brown color, but there are only two foods that aren't carbohydrates. And the time remains the same, but the only thing that changed in the experiment is the foods, because they are different in each step. So, materials. Here we can see that there is potato, sausage, carrots, plantain, iron solution, toilet paper, cutter, salt, bread, sugar, and there is just two left. There are cooked rice and piece of cooked meat. This is because I use this later from my lunch, just to be more ecologic. Instead of doing that, is to cook the rice, some rice that I wouldn't eat it because it's toxic when I apply the iron solution. So yeah, the food that I left from the meal, that it was meat and cooked rice, I use this for doing the experiment. Materials. Some safety precautions is that do not smell the iron solution or apply it on your skin. Be careful when cutting the pieces of food, or ask an adult to do it. Ingesting the iron solution can cause you several dangerous symptoms, such as the cancer of thyroid and inflammation of thyroid. The method that I used was the first apply 3 drops of iron solution on a plate. Second, cut a piece of food with a cutter. Later, place the piece of food on a paper towel. If you put it then over the food that you are later applying the iron solution, and you have problems seeing the color on it, it will help you, because when you put it, then there is the color of what actually, and the change of the color of the food. And last one is apply 3 drops of iron solution. Wait 10 seconds and take a picture. Repeat this procedure with all samples. Taking a picture is very important in doing the experiment, because when you take pictures, you can compare how does it look if it has starch, and how does it look if it has no starch. It's very important. Now here is the results and discussion. This is the food samples, and this part is the positive for starch. So potatoes are positive, carrots negative, sausages positive, plantain positive, bread positive, salt negative, sugar negative, cooked rice positive, and piece of cooked meat negative. Results and discussion. So first, are your predictions similar to your results? I said that carbohydrates will turn into a black-blue color because carbohydrates are most of having the presence of starch. In some part I was correct, but then something really unexpected happened, and that was that the sausages, this vegan protein, turned into black-blue color, and this means that it has a starch. So this was really something unexpected. And second, what is the variable or variables you are changing for this experiment? So the variables or variables that I'm changing is the time, like when you have to do experiment, then taking the 10 seconds, finishing it, and then doing another experiment. I changed that, the sequence of that. I changed it because what I was doing was something more quicker. That was doing the experiments at the same time, 3 experiments at the same time. So I was calculating this with alarms. Now third, how would you improve this experiment? Okay, talking about the variable that I changed it to make the process more faster, I will consider to use more timers because having a lot of alarms was pretty confusing at first, and I had to do it a lot of times. So just with timers, I think that is enough. And yeah, I think that that's it. So conclusion. In conclusion, some foods do not have starch presence. These foods with iron solution will turn into orange-brown color. But some foods contain. Some foods contain and will turn into a blue-black color. These foods that have starch are some cases really bad if you eat it too much in just a day, because this starch, we know that when you digest this, transforms into sugar, and sugar in some cases is really bad. If you don't control that sugar, you can have some problems and you could be like sugar addict. So you have to be to have something balanced. And here is some sample of a balanced food. So here we have a meal that has quinoa, that is very good because it has fiber, vitamins B, E, C, and minerals, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and iron. Here also is the avocado that has vitamins C, E, K, B6, fats and fiber, and also has magnesium and potassium. Here is the chicken meat that has vitamins B3, protein and minerals, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and zinc. It is also very good. Here is the lettuce. There is something that has the vitamins C, K, and minerals, calcium, potassium, and phosphorus. Here also is the cherry tomatoes that has vitamins like C vitamins and minerals like good cholesterol and sodium. And last one, the lime, that is very good in vitamin C and has minerals such as magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, and iron. So that's it.